Right then, so welcome back to another video. Tonight we are doing a quick analysis on NEO stock because we do have some semi-significant news about the stock, and of course you guys liked the video on Xpeng where I also gave you a financial analysis and a quick rundown of the numbers, so I decided I'll take this opportunity to incorporate both of these things into one episode in tonight's one. So that's what we're going to be looking at. So if that does sound good, please do like and subscribe. We're just going to check the subscriber count now. It looks like we're on about 535 from what I can see so far, perhaps a little bit less. But yeah, we're trying to get to 1,000, so if you could just help us by, helping us along the way, just press that little button and get us there. It would be appreciated massively. Of course, we do have the Discord. Link to the Discord is down below. But yeah, we're just going to be talking about reasons why this has been up so much today. So if we look on the 5-day, we can also see quite significant growth. But looking just on the 1-day, we're looking at quite a big percentage of about 7%, which of course for a single day is significant. And of course, going out to that 5-day, sorry about that misclick. Yeah, going out to a 5-day, we can see we're starting off basically $10 below where we're at now. In fact, a little bit less perhaps, but we're looking at 31% over the week. So you can see big gains, and of course this just becomes more into perspective when we look out to 1 month. But if we do look out to 1 month as well, we saw similarly, well, not really, a little bit less, let's say, but still big gains towards the later part of this last month. So we're looking at the 16th of October, between the 12th and the 16th, we are looking at gains of 30%. Of course, from the last this 26th to the 5th of November, we are looking at big gains as well. That's 59%. But either way, over the past, I don't know, 20 days or so, we are looking at a gain of 72% plus. So we're looking at 91% even. Sorry about that. But you can see on the larger scale how this one's picking up. So we really are looking at some big action here. And of course, we have had drivers behind here and here. And these are what we call, things that speed up reactions. They are catalysts, if you will. So that's what's happened there, and they've kind of gone up subsequently from that. But if we look from even July 2020, we're looking at 500%, and looking at the whole year, if you just take a quick look year to date, is at about 1,000%. So yeah, we can see that we have some big figures here, and of course a lot of this is due to sales. If we look down to the financial reports, we can see here revenue for this quarter was 146.52% increased from the last one, which is not bad at all. We're looking at revenue figures of 3.72 billion. The income, however, was due to of course probably like loans and things taken out, financial operations for the business. That was actually down minus 1.21 billion, and the diluted EPS was down 1.15%, with a net profit margin of minus 32%, for the reasons which I just spoke about. Anyway, looking at the earnings, we can see the quarter 3 is scheduled for 18th of November, so we'll have to see what happens when that one does come out. When we look out to the previous one, though, that was a quarter 2 that was beaten by 43%. Not bad at all. The previous one before that even beaten by 30%, and of course we all know what happened before that one. We are looking at minus 44.44% in that one, but just looking at 2020 from quarter 1 to quarter 3, where we're at now, we are looking at big gains, so not bad at all for this company. So we can see they are still technically in debt, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because of course sometimes you do actually have to spend in these instances to make that back. Anyway, we do actually have another bullish case on this one, and this is coming from marketwatch.com. Of course, a lot of different websites are reporting on this on different ways, but we can see the price target for NEO stock has been upped to $34 now. This is according to Deutsche Bank, I think it is. I always have trouble pronouncing that one, but you already know what the company is. Either way, it is something which people do consider when they are looking at buying this stock. And of course, to have another analyst looking at this in a positive way is, generally speaking, a good thing. So of course they have apparently upped their expectations by $8 to $34, and this is due to another record sales month. And of course, like I said earlier about these sales numbers, they are selling a lot more cars as they just go on. Every single month appears to be a record beat for the company, and that is not bad at all. They're also saying that Tesla have the potential to cut the price of some of their vehicles to compete with this company, because of course they have really low price vehicles, which is of course something people do look towards, because you don't want to spend too much for a premium product, and if somebody can offer that at a low price, that is a great thing to do. So for that reason, that is why a lot of people are looking to buy these models. Of course, there are only two models of the vehicle yet. There's the P7 and I think it is a G3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. One of them's like a saloon car. It's, just like a business car, if you will. The other one is kind of like a crossover, so it's a relatively small car. But you can understand how this will play into markets around the world. I think the P7 is likely to be quite popular amongst all markets, as a lot of people in a lot of different countries are looking for something like that, whereas the crossover model might be a lot more, popular in places like Europe, for example, where a lot of people do like these kind of vehicles. So either way, important things to note about them, of course, is that they are electric, and of course people are moving towards this. Countries as a whole are generally speaking moving towards this as they look to reduce their carbon footprint, and that is something which we are seeing reflecting car sales as well, because a lot more people are buying the electric vehicles, and at the minute we all know that Tesla is the market leader. If you look around the streets, you probably will see Teslas everywhere, whereas you won't see as many, Neos or even other brands of electric vehicle. I mean, yes, you will see them, but Tesla, generally speaking, is the go-to vehicle for electricity. Anyway, so if we have a look at some other financial statements, we can have a quick look at the forecast for the company. Then we'll just have a quick look down to the sales bar and everything. So if you want to pause and have a quick look at any of the figures, you can do that on screen. And if not, you can of course just come to the article yourself. You can see the title for it there. It's just basically type in Neo CNN and it should come up. But anyway, now we have 17 analysts offering a 12-month forecast for the stock, and they are looking at a median target of $155.80. That's a high estimate of 310 and a low of 44. So what does this really even mean? On the low side, we're looking at only a 7% gain, but let's be realistic, that's probably going to be higher than that in real life, as we have already seen it break 41 this week. And of course, this is for the next 12 months. Now, this is something that we saw with Tesla, where people were constantly upping, their predictions basically for the company, because as the time does change, as we see bigger sales figures and whatnot, there are more reasons and more reasoning behind believing that the price is going to go higher. But yeah, median, which is of course the one in the middle, the reasonable estimate, if you will, according to these 17 analysts, is plus 279.9%, and of course that brings us up to $155.8. So you can see how that one's playing out. The high is another 700%, almost at $310, but we'll just have to see how that one plays out. Anyway, amongst these 16 polled investment analysis, apparently there was 17 on the top, but now it's 16. They are generally saying buy. A lot of them are. Others are saying hold for a longer period of time, and only 2 of them are saying sell. So we can actually see the breakdown of how this one's working down here, if you're wondering. So the Outperform, saying that it's going to be, a substantial company, is one of those are saying that. The Hold, 4 of those are saying that. The Underperform, 0 are actually saying that. And as for selling it right now, 2 are saying that, with overall 9 saying buy. So that is interesting to see. Generally speaking, the high, target, if you will, is to buy. That's what a lot of people are saying. But yeah, just to have a look over here, we can actually see some of the figures which we talked about earlier, and we can just compare these to previous months, if you will. So if we have a look down here, we're looking at earnings per share of minus $1.18. So that's of course due to the fact that the company is still probably in debt, if you will. But that's what's driving that. Sales though are at 4.4 billion, reported on the 18th of November is the next time that we will see how this one's going to play out. But yeah, looking at earnings per share per quarter, obviously we are still in debt, but looking down to Q3 of last year, we were down maybe $3, I don't know, perhaps a little bit higher than that, between 2 and 3 you can see, but now we are back up to just below 1, so not bad at all. We are actually making growth in this sector, and the price is going up. Now analysts are looking at still going up as the company does intend to go out of debt. Interestingly, they are saying Q4 2020 could be either quite flat or quite significant, but we'll just have to see how that one does play out. Anyway, earnings of course are negative, so we are looking at 2018 and 2019 being quite significantly negative, with 2018 being the largest one in the negative, almost down at minus 30, and for this year we are looking to be, according to analysts, slightly below profitability, minus $10 ish, and next year we are looking to be basically breaking even, and of course this will be significant for the company price. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. And of course, feel free to come and join us on Discord. Tell us what you think about this one. Anyway, thank you for your time. Goodbye. And of course, if you want to watch another video, it will be on screen right now.